For our next concerts, we're bringing the fabulous Symphonie Fantastique by Hector Berlioz. This symphony was groundbreaking when it first came out because it came with a story. At a time when most symphonies were just musical presentations, this one was supposed to stretch the imagination of the audience. And every single note and every single movement came with a background story that the audiences had to imagine as the music was being played. And this was so ahead of its time that most audiences really didn't know what to do with it. Just the idea of having to read program notes in a book was something that they were not used to. The story is actually quite simple, and it came to Mr. Berlioz in a dream that he falls in love with this actress, and he has all these dreams and ideas of spending his life with this woman that comes to his dream. Then the second movement is this dance where they're dancing in a ball, and they're dancing a beautiful waltz. There's a particular motif, a theme that keeps coming back every time to remind us of the hero, I guess, who is falling in love with this beautiful woman. The third movement is a beautiful scene at the countryside, all together with shepherds calling on each other. Mr. Berlioz utilizes the effect of having the oboe player actually walk off the stage to play, so the music sounds coming from far away, and the English horn on stage, they have this beautiful conversation of two shepherds, I guess, calling each other using horns. We hear thunder gathering far away from 4 timpani players. Imagine in the 1830s, 4 timpani players playing at the same time. Then in the dream, our hero becomes very jealous and murders his beloved. So the march to the scaffold represents that moment when he's being taken to the guillotine to pay for his crime. And at the very end of that movement, we do hear the drum roll right before the blade comes down. And in a very gory and descriptive way, we even hear the head as it rolls after that fateful moment. The last movement, the dream of a witch's Sabbath, we do know where our hero ended up, and he's surrounded by some of the most scary creatures in hell. And the music becomes this rondo, this big dance of this hero, I guess, being tormented for all of eternity. It is a work that it's so beloved, I think, because it tells us a story without ever having to say a word. It makes us as audience members imagine and picture these events that they took place. And for these concerts, we have the great guest conductor, Thierry Fischer, who will be taking over these performances, and I know it's going to be one of the highlights of our season.